we've been shooting for about 4 months now, and we finally get to start to do things with the villains. Like, we've done a lot of shooting with the hobbits and Aragorn and our heroes, and it's great to finally get the dark part of the story on film to start to set up the sort of the opposition, as it were. You put the pieces together and you realise that
because I've been saying all thrown to myself where his ring and sounds about ruins.
Yeah.
Almost myself.
Almost to sound like it might be quite interesting. But it's obviously a big thrill to work with someone like Christopher Lee, who's a bit of a icon, and I mean, I haven't mentioned it to him at this stage, but I've been a big fan of his, obviously, most of my life, and watching Hammer horror double features when I was a kid, and you know, it's just sort of fun and a little bit unbelievable to finally be working with someone like that and having them on the set and directing them, and you know, it's a big thrill.
Now, my first day in the garden, remember we got to take 10, which is very unusual with me. I don't say that in an immodest way. I mean, there just isn't time in most films. We meant 10, 11, 12. Surely we got that right. But it was Peter who wanted that line up, that line down, that word, that way, and those words, that way, or whatever. He waited until he got it. And it took a lot of takes sometimes. Well, we got used to it and realised that was the way he worked. No problem. I remember saying to Ian, I'm getting a bit worried about this, because I think we got to take 11 or 12 or something, and I think I got it right. Oh, he said, you don't have to worry about that. I had 24 takes the other day, and it was only a couple of lines.
Why don't I, just to complicate it, say all them again?
The 9 has left me no small gold across the eyes of
The 9?
The 9?
The interior of Orthanc was, as far as I was concerned, papers, dust, and the sunlight coming through stained glass, a mess. And then leading out from that, the more imposing dark inner sanctum with Saruman's last chair, like a throne, raised up above the very shiny black surface of the floor. It was a place like no other. I'd never been in a room like that. It didn't remind me of anything, and I just thought, oh, I see, this is where Saruman thrives and plots, and so that was a very evocative and helpful set.
The costume was extremely long, and I had considerable difficulty in walking up the steps to my throne. Sometimes I managed to do it, sometimes I didn't. And one day I was driven to distraction when I kept on tripping, and I said, I'm sorry, I cannot get up these goddamn steps smoothly. I can't do it, Peter. I'm sorry, because every time I try, I step on the thing. And a voice came from near the camera saying, well, you did it this morning. It put me in my place.
When did Saruman the White abandon reason for madness?
When I was dealing with 1B, I was having to do the wizard fight. It was one of those deals where, you know, I was doing the stunt shots between Gandalf and Saruman. So you're gonna hit the ground.
Yeah, hit the ground. Like, come on.
The stunts were superbly well done. I had no idea what it was going to look like. I had no idea until I saw the film. Worked very well. Very well indeed.